from a Garden City area by a man she met on social media.
And thanks to that quick-thinking teen and her mother, police were able to track them to a house on Detroit's west side. And that's when the suspect reportedly shot and injured himself. Thank you for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 5. I'm Glenda Lewis.
And I'm Simon Shaquette. This is a very disturbing case that has a lot of people talking tonight. 7 News Detroit reporter Faraz Javed has more from concerned citizens about how the man allegedly lured the teen.
13-year-old in Detroit.
Girl is home safe with her family after police say she was allegedly kidnapped from Garden City by a 49-year-old Detroit man who brought her to this home on the city's west side. As the police entered the home just before noon on Monday, the suspect shot himself and still remains in critical condition.
Shoot yourself. Oh, hell no.
There was a woman out here crying.
Weak
That
ass
her daughter
motherfucker.
had been taken. It was pretty chaotic.
Thomas John lives a few houses away from the crime scene.
There's a lot of families around here. There's a lot of kids around here.
I knocked on the door to speak to someone at the home where the police were seen investigating the incident on Monday, but no one answered. I spoke to other neighbors, including Clarence Perry, and they all shared concerns.
As a parent, what are some of the questions that are going through your mind as of right now? We have to be more cautious
Oh, Lord, this is scary.
and more involved in our kids' lives, especially when it comes to social media, instead of just waiting until something like this happens.
The police say the 49-year-old Detroit man befriended the 13-year-old from Garden City on social media and arranged an in-person meeting Monday morning. The suspect picked up the child and brought her to the Penrod home located on Detroit's west side. Once there, the teen informed her mother, who around 11 a.m. alerted the Detroit Police Department. Just before noon, officers made contact with the suspect, who then fled into a back room of the house and shot himself.
As a parent, it's horrifying that these things happen, but at the same time, I'm very sympathetic to parents because it's so difficult to monitor all this stuff.
Besides being a mom of 3 daughters, Stephanie Preston is also a professor of psychology at the University of Michigan.
What kind of conversations
Well,
do you
they
think
targeting
parents and kids should
13-year-olds?
have?
I think a
What's
lot of
going
times
on
people
here?
avoid talking about things that are uncomfortable or difficult or involve, sexual themes. But you kind of have to
Fucking nasty,
just
weak
get
ass
into it,
grown
because
men. Leave
only
our
then
fucking
are they
kids
gonna really
alone.
let you
Y'all
in on
nasty as
something like
fuck.
this going on in their life.
What can parents do to better educate their kids or perhaps educate themselves?
One, to talk about the specific ways in which people are being entrapped, and even sort of monitor your kids' online activity and making sure, they're not feeling susceptible to somebody who's going to compliment them in a way that will allow them to do something they shouldn't do.
Now, most of the people that I spoke to, they already saw the suspect out and about, but one tells me that he moved into this home a few months ago. From the west side, I'm Faraz Javed, 7 News Detroit.
Faraz, thank you. And